Yeah, we're gonna check out the whole Paul Heyman thing after Collision.
Welcome,
tonight.
MR Strange.
I definitely want to see that, especially if it's like you said, it's the best one yet, the best wrestling related one. Because I've loved a lot of the wrestling related ones. Oh, there's a UFC tonight as well. UFC 311. 311 isn't that the band that's like, know that you have always been down, down. If I ever did it, thank you. Then just let me do it now. UFC 311. They should have 311 play the theme song for the pay-per-view. I know a drugstore cowgirl, so afraid of getting bored. It's about that time, guys. Collision. UFC 311. Michael knows. Wrestling Proud, welcome. Dro's in the house. Look at this. People filing in. Welcome, everybody. Tonight is the night of the 12-man tag team chaos. Oh, man. This is the type of moment that separates geniuses from madmen. I cannot wait to see what side of the coin this evening turns up on. I'd say most geniuses have a mad bone in their body. Because you got to be kind of mad to have certain ideas that nobody's had before, or do things that no one's really been able to pull off before. You got to be kind of crazy. Because if you just play by the rules at all time, you're never going to do anything innovative. You're never going to change the world if you're always just trying to be what everybody else does. Here we go, guys. Collision. Welcome, Dro. Let's get it. Time to tweet the tweets. Oh, I gotta change this.
The only thing I know for sure is if you think you can F around with the Outrunners and not find out, you got a better chance of pissing in a hot sauce bottle. Tell them to
wait, what?
The Outrunners, what about this big super group? The best super group since the damn Yankees. Why don't you give it to a big boy?
Wednesday, I almost became the new AEW World Champion. But even with a bad leg, I'm still gonna holler.
They Pillmanized his leg, but he's gonna be walking around.
Moxley, shut your mouth and listen. I am coming for you. I'm gonna take the AEW title. Yes. The road starts tonight. Top guys, out.
Top guys out. Stone Pitbull.
But I'm the Continental Champion.
It's Okada versus the Big Baby. Actually, I got mad respect for Ishii after that Wrestle Dynasty match, dude. I finally got to see what the hubbub is about. Dude is great.
Hangman Page, I tried over and over to explain my intentions to you, but it seems like all you understand is violence. Well, if you want violence, I'll show you how violent.
Let's go, Donovan. What's up, man?
Hangman Page, Fallen Angel, Texas
Death match. Texas Death.
For Daniels, for far too long, I have listened to the ruminations and opinions about how I should live my life from old.
I like these intros, man.
Like you. CD, you are wrong. And you are long in the tooth. Tonight, Texas Death. I take you out to pasture.
I love it. Just leave the match out of it. Just Texas Death. Saturday. Yo, you know what day it is? So we're starting with the Texas Death. Eating Subway? What kind of sandwich did you get? Or what did you get? Maybe you didn't get a sandwich. Here we go. Hit the beat. This is gonna be a public execution right here. Anime, what's up, man?
Welcome, it is Mewtwo.
His whole entrance is one of the best that there is, man. His theme song is money. I love the lighting. I love the Titantron with him just sitting in the chair, sipping on his drink while Swerve's house is burning down in the background. It's just, it's a wrap, dude. He does look like Hagar. Oh, I thought you were talking about Hangman and his mustache. It looks kind of like Hagar. Yeah, he never wins on AEW, so I don't know. Yeah, 10 out of 10, exactly. I love it. Christopher Daniels. Do I even have him? I don't think I do.
Welcome, Ringmaster Micro.
Texas Death sounds like a good name for a hot sauce. It does, actually. Yeah, you were talking about the Big Baby. I figured it out. When was the last time WWE had a 12-man tag match as the main event of a show? I don't know, man. I don't. Oh, nice graphics for the Texas Death Match, too. I don't have Christopher Daniels. Guess I could get him real quick.
And now he comes into this match going against, look at a stoic look on the Hangman himself.
Let's get him real quick. If this is Christopher Daniels' last match in all of time, then let's actually give him some respect. Christopher Daniels. Let's make him look super cool. How about this one?
You heard Chris Daniels say it didn't have to be like this. Hangman Adam Page is exactly how this had to be.
Well, of course it didn't have to be like this. This never has to be like this. But that's the way Hangman wants it, and Hangman now laying a man on the back.
Okay, hang on a second.
Well, it was Christopher Daniels who started this.
Oh, they tricked me? I got tricked.
Or, dare I say, tried to empathize or sympathize.
Man, I was trying to make him look so cool, too.
Hangman wasn't having any
How about this?
Matty tried to be a friend. What's wrong with that?
Tried to be a friend. He's a
These fake ones, man. I don't want the fakery.
Tried to appeal to him. It's been a slow descent into madness over the last year for Hangman.
There we go. All right, I'll just take this one, I guess. He was looking cool in this picture, though.
Clear as day from when he started out here in AEW. This man walks alone.
And this man right now just hammering Christopher Daniels, who is trying to cover up. Remember, no pinfalls.
There we go.
Submission.
He's got his X-Man outfit.
Or you can't answer the bell. Look at this.
10 count.
Right. Got to answer the bell.
That has to be instigated or triggered by one of
Instigated.
the has to tell the official start that count.
Okay, hang on. Almost got it.
85 wins in his AEW career. It's never lost on Collision. He's 4-0 right now.
You boys ready to move here?
Well,
Almost 220. Let's go 220 on it. There we go.
Boy, look out!
How about that?
Christopher Daniels!
Fallen angel.
There we go. Texas Death.
Wanting the Hangman to get
Move him, move him, move him. Let's get him to the right layer so I can find him in the future.
Maybe an Arabian that time attempt, but no, it was stopped that time.
Christopher. There we go.
I was about to say Christopher Daniels
La la la.
Adam Page, a step
Oh my God.
of him.
What's he get?
The chair now.
He's got a chair and he smashed him in the head. Oh, smashed Christopher Daniels in the head with the steel chair.
In a Texas death match, anything goes.
He smoked him with it.
Anything goes, like the beginning of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
4 different countries. He is literally
Anything
but
goes.
now he is fighting a man who
Let's try to hit 15 likes, guys. If we hit 15 likes, I'll do predictions. I'll put predictions on the matches for everybody so you can
You had to know it was going to start early. I had a
predict
chance.
who you think is going to win. Right now, we're almost halfway there.
in his right eye.
I had a
Let's
chance
try to get it.
to Dustin Rhodes
Christopher, thank you for liking the video.
aficionado of this type of match. I asked him for a quote.
Christopher Daniels is a legend in your eyes. I think he's had a good career for sure.
Not long for him to be right.
You guys see my new
Off the face of the fallen
my new
angel.
ranking?
It is
It's actually metal.
to get even worse here now.
It's my Star Trek ranking. I'm an admiral in Starfleet now.
Not much at all. I'll be honest. Absolutely none.
All right, now
Oh, what's this? Barbed wire? What is this barbed wire? It has like loops on the sides of it.
Welcome, Super Mario Dinosaurs.
Yeah, Tamazi, I'm glad they haven't given him the title yet. I've seen people like just wishing and hoping that he'll win it. Oh my god, the blood on his head. He cut Christopher Daniels' head with the barbed wire. It's time for the blood. There it is. We got the blood dripping. Oh my god. Dude, the blood is dripping like crazy. You sent me tonight's dinner? Thank you, man. I'll check it out in a bit. I don't want to miss any of this match right now. I already missed enough of it trying to like get this put together for you guys. Oh my goodness. He's got the barbed wire in the mouth of Christopher Daniels and he's just pulling back on it like a crossface. Wow. Has any wrestling promotion ever used razor wire? I wonder. They always use this barbed wire. I wonder if any wrestling promotions ever use razor wire. CZW used razor wire? Oh my god. Was it Moxley? ECW used razor wire as well? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's Burger King. Okay, I get to turn that down. Now I can check out the tweet. You rule. Oh, come on, Jimmy Johns. Don't do this. Jimmy's getting jealous. Jimmy, come on, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for Monopoly Go. I know it's not the type of game I normally play, but hey, they said that they were going to pay me to play it and hang out with you guys, and I had fun with it. I hope you guys had fun too. And when you guys support things like that, it really helps to just it helps me to understand that I have people who are not just here to see one thing that I do, people who are actually part of the saga, you know, people who are down with the cause. Because this is a ongoing thing, dude. Whether I'm streaming AEW or WWE or whatever, I'm always trying to entertain people, and I'm always trying to make secure a future for the stream. And when I do things like that, when you guys show up to hang out, no matter what it is, it's awesome to me. It makes me feel like, yes, dude. Yes, I get to continue doing this. Hey, it's the song I played yesterday. That song's so good. All right, let's see what you got. You got Super Mario has grilled chicken plate with broccoli, Velveeta mac and cheese, asparagus, and hot sauce in a measuring cup. Yo, you love that hot sauce. You got a whole entire cup of hot sauce. But it's mild though, right? Was it that same mild sauce, or did you switch it up today? Look at this. I retweet that. Man, that looks like a really nice, cozy night that you're having, man. It seems like a good meal. It seems like you're... Man, I'm down with that. It's commercial break right now, by the way, guys. Too dangerous. Donovan's like, it's too dangerous. Don't go in there. It is dangerous. Here we go, back to it.
Welcome, J Montes 31.
Mm-hmm. Jay Montez, welcome. Teetering on the apron. Christopher Daniels with a lariat over the top rope. Look at this mat. The mat is... Oh, there's blood on the ropes and everything. Ouch, man.
And putting the match back into the ring.
Absolutely necessary. Sorry, Nigel.
Yep, certainly for me, despite...
Oh, my God.
Oh, gosh.
Christopher Daniels sent face first into the chair in the corner, and the chair is just wrapped around the top of his bleeding head. I'm eating at 3 a.m. spinach, pancakes, and minced meat sauce. Take a picture, Temezi. Oh, you probably already ate half of it, but still. I'd love to see what that looks like. Foosball. Yeah, people are telling me about the football stuff. Here we go. Daniels. Double-footed stomp through the table. Adam Page destroys Christopher Daniels. Leapt off the apron. Double-footed stomp. Cracks the table, and Christopher Daniels is trying to get to his feet before the count of 10.
You're watching the 8th Texas Death Match in AEW history and maybe one of the most violent.
Jeez, man. Rampage became the best cure. Yeah, because it doesn't exist anymore, right? Just staring at a blank screen. Oh my goodness. There's a table with barbed wire on it. They have taped barbed wire all over the top of a table. And Hangman has just introduced it to the match. Oh no. What the heck? Dude, this is savagery. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you very much. This is savagery right here. They switched the barricade design tonight. Oh, I see what it is. It's the same setup as before. The one that they did for Dynamite, they're in the same spot. This is a good-looking spot. Do you guys like this arena they're in right here? I like it. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Deadeye through the barbed wire table off the second rope? No. Christopher Daniels wants to stop this. Bloody headbutts. Hangman teetering on the edge of glory and in not a good way. Daniels, what do you got? No. Rock bottom? Rock bottom through the table. Hangman, his back is jacked. Oh my god, the splinters and the blood everywhere. Christopher Daniels is dripping blood at an alarming rate right now from his head. Holy moly. I love this freaking rock bottom through the table. Second rope rock bottom through a barbed wire table. La. Ouch. Slammed on the back of his neck. Christopher Daniels is hulking out on him. Fallen Angel's getting a lot of offense here. Hangman doesn't look as hurt as he should right now. I have a feeling he's kind of just tanking these hits and not really feeling it as much as he could be. Which, I mean, come on. To be completely forward about it, he should be tanking a lot of this damage. Oh, Daniels put onto the ring ramp. Yeah, this is fresh. Uh-oh. Buckshot to the outside. No. Kick to the stomach. Daniels. Angel wings. No. Dumped over the top rope into the ring. Oh, this might be the end. Too much blood. He's going to wrap his whole arm with this. No. The barbed wire across Daniels' head, and now he's wrapping his arm. Adam Page wrapping his arm in the barbed wire, looking for the buckshot. No. Caught. Flatlined. Koji clutch.
I'm hungry.
I love the Koji clutch, dude. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Dude, this is a treat right here. I normally don't like this type of match, but when you do it right, it's freaking fantastic. Oh my god. Oh, he's using the barbed wire to escape the hold. Oh, put it right on his forehead, and the blood is just cascading. Ay, ay, ay. Wonder why they brought back the ramp up to the ring. Probably because of the layout of this arena. This arena is it looks a little smaller than normal.
Pick up. Again, looking for the head drop, Deadeye. Yep, there.
Welcome, Radio
Nice
Con
jacket.
1G.
Heck yeah, man. We got the. I hooked it up with the. We got the pip. I'm an admiral now, and I researched what side of the uniform to put it on so it would be more accurate. Welcome, Radio. Thank you very much, man. It's turning into a hardcore match. Yeah, I'd say that it started that way. Oh my goodness. Gritty in the Wolfpack. Heck yeah, man. Moonsault. Yeah, it's so good, man. He made a Hangman sandwich out of the barbed wire table. He's got the one half of the barbed wire table on top of Hangman. Oh my goodness, and a backflip. Smashes the table on top of Hangman. Fight forever. 7, 8, 9. He got up at 9. And Daniels looks like he just saw a ghost, and he might have just seen a ghost. This might actually be a walking dead man right now. They look awesome. I love it too, man. I was so surprised how just super like on-screen accurate it is as well. I looked up a bunch of pictures and stuff to try to get it right. Tombstone to Daniels on the chair, on his bloody head. Dude, this is crazy, crazy, crazy. 8 likes. Let's see if we can hit 15 likes, guys. If everybody in here hit like, we'd already be there. So please hit the like if you can, guys. Thank you to everybody who has already done it. If you have not already done it, please take 2 seconds to hit like, guys, on the YouTube video. Deadeye on the chair. Deadeye on the chair. Dude.
Welcome, GrittyUrbanSaga.
Absolutely. And right now, Daniels face first.
He's got blood on his mouth, blood on his back. Christopher Daniels has blood everywhere.
Hard to watch. Yes, it is.
Thank you, Michael.
Checking in. If the fallen angel can get up.
Did I eat tonight? Nothing yet.
A buckshot waiting for him right now.
Buckshot to the back of the neck of Christopher Daniels. He's not getting up.
Can Daniels get up? He's not moving. He's not moving, guys. Show us something.
10, it's over. Ring the bell. Page wins, and he put him down for good, man. He didn't move at all. He hasn't moved since he got hit with the buckshot to the back of the neck. He's still down, face down. Goodness gracious. Is this his final match of all time? Thank you, Dro. Dang, did he just kill this guy?
I knew Christopher Daniels had his back against the wall.
I forgot to put Maximum Carnage on my thumbnail, but it's all good. He does the Undertaker look back. He's going back to get him. No! No, Paige, no! He's getting back in the ring. No! No! Angel wings on Christopher Daniels. Why? He's the angel of death. I love that commentary right there from Nigel. Adam Page is the angel of death. This is awesome. Yo, you better wrap him up, man. Jeez. What a match. What a showdown.
Oh my, look at that.
Nah, nah, nah. Look, they're trying to turn him over, but he's in pain. Just turning over is hurting him.
This is not
Oh,
a good moment,
no.
fans. I'm very sorry about this. We can only hope for the best for one of the great performers of all time, Christopher Daniels, and fans will be back on Collision.
Could that be his final match of all time? Jeez, man.
Very dangerous road. We ain't been down dangerous roads before. It's just a matter.
Wait a minute, he plays multiple characters? Robert De Niro plays multiple characters in this movie?
You want to be a diplomat? That's your business. Me? I'm a gangster. That's it. That's the life.
The Alto Knights.
Theaters, March 21st.
I wonder if there have ever been twins that were born in like separate years, like semi-identical twins. Like if a man and a woman have a kid, right, and then a few years later they have a kid and it's like identical somehow, but they're separated by a few years. I wonder if that's ever happened. Like they're not just brothers, but they're identical, but they're just separated by a couple years somehow. I wonder if that's ever happened. Come on, Jimmy Johns. Jimmy Johns is like, that's too much. We've seen too much. Jimmy Johns is mad about the outcome of that match. They're like, this is not legal. Dang. Well, at least Jimmy Johns waited till the end of that match. That was crazy, dude. What a way to start your show. Goodness gracious. I might have saved that for a little later. That's a good way to get the crowd into the show and really hit them with an exclamation mark out the gates. But what's going to follow that? How do you follow that? We're about to find out. Like I said, this could be the show that actually separates a madman from a genius tonight. Normally, I don't like hardcore matches, but they both pulled it off, man. When you do it with some thought put into it and with some great execution, it can look really good.
They're anti-stink and moisture wicking. And the best part, right now you can get a pair for $80.
Well, if one is born December 31st at 11:59 p.m. and the other's at 12:01, then they're... Oh, yeah, that's true. That's crazy. You could be like, you know what? I was born in a different year than my twin. That'd be crazy to say. There's probably somebody like that. Just odds-wise, there have to be a couple people like that. Like the stream. Wrestling Proud's like the stream. Daniels put out a great fight. Heck yeah, Andrew. I'm so glad I got to see that. When they announced it at first, I was skeptical because I'm like, wow, you're just jumping right to the death match, but I don't want to see these guys wrestle a bunch of matches. I think one and done is good enough. Especially if they've been friends before and all that. Like, there's enough story there, and I don't want to see these guys wrestle 4 matches before they get to the death match. I just want it to be over with. And it was worth it. Here we go, back to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tony Storm.
Here we go. It's Tony and Tony. Back to the Venom.
Listen to that reaction for rock and roll Tony Storm, and of course,
Bang to the Venom, bang to the Venom.
Dynamite, it was Tony Storm winning.
Here she is, the plucky rookie that has just found her way into the world title picture. She's a rookie.
Come on now. Tony
Yes,
Storm,
thank you, Super Mario. I didn't know that.
on Wednesday night, you made history winning the very first ever women's casino gauntlet match, giving you a shot at the AEW Women's World Title.
Oh, we got another Tony.
Slam Australia in your home of
He's always here. He's always behind the scenes. We got Tony.
I don't know what my life is right now. This is so surreal. And all I can say is my dreams are finally coming true. Because I'm going to Australia. And I'm going to the building where I saw my first wrestling show. And I'll never forget my My mom scraped up all she had just so we could sit in the back row, and then she, you know, she sold hot dogs so she could pay for my training.
She sold hot dogs.
She made my
Nice.
first costume.
I wonder if her mom makes a good hot dog.
Now I can call her and say, Mom, get ready, cause I'm coming home.
I'm coming home.
I know that's a great feeling, but you must realize that you must face world champion Mariah May.
Mariah May.
That's a entirely different feeling.
You know, Mariah May is the best in the business today. She's killing it. But I haven't had a chance to introduce myself to her yet, so I was thinking next week in Jacksonville, Daly's place.
Nice.
Home of AEW. I think it's time that me and Miss Mariah May finally meet face to face.
Tony, now hang on just a second. You come on now. You've got to.
Oh, come on yourself. You're a Tony, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a Tony.
Yeah.
You know what that means? It's Tony time.
It's Tony time.
Say it. Come on.
It's Tony time.
It's Tony time. He looks so uncomfortable. I love it.
Perhaps to her title opportunity in her home country next month.
What the heck, man?
On Dynamite, where the Hurt Syndicate vote on a potential tag team title match with MVP leaving his men in six-man tag team action. Leading the charge, as I said, against the tag team champions Private Party and Mark Briscoe. It was a
What you gonna do next? Dude, Private Party got sunned. They got super sunned in this match versus the Hurt Syndicate. They got made to look like local talent, dude.
Tonight, a definitive statement was made. I promised these gentlemen when we came here to AEW, the championship goal would be ours for the taking. Bobby Lashley has never been a tag team champion.
Really?
I have. Shelton Benjamin has many times. And that changes. With the defeat,
Lashley's never been a tag champ.
that they just put on Private Party, I think that makes us the #1 contenders. So Private Party, we came to crash the party. Next week, Knoxville, Tennessee. Put up the AEW Tag Team Championship titles against Standard of Excellence and the almighty Bobby Lashley.
It's game over.
See what you got against the
It's
Hurt.
game over, dude. If Private Party finds a way to, we hurt people. Private Party finds a way to win that, I'm gonna lose my mind. Adam Cole, baby. Let's go. I didn't expect to see it. Oh, I did actually. Never mind. I forgot they got a trios match. Here we go. Baby.
Take a look right there. Undisputed Kingdom. Six-man tag team action coming right up here. That's Adam Cole.
You know it's all about the boom. Adam Cole, baby.
History between these three individuals, Matt, as I'm sure you are aware.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Coming up and down the roads together. They've done it all.
All right, we got to move Roderick. Boom. Nice.
Big trios match we got for you tonight here on Collision.
There we go. It's Mr. Shafir.
Nice to meet you. Himpano Brito.
Undisputed Kingdom example.
Shane Taylor Promotions.
That could certainly apply to Shane Taylor Promotions.
Oh, they have a new theme song. I don't have Lee Moriarty. Do I have any of these guys? Carly Bravo, Lee Moriarty, and what's his name? Sean Dean. I don't think I have any of these guys. And I have a sinking suspicion I won't need them ever again either. Well, not for a long time. Step off streets all alone at dawn. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Yo. WB, baby! WB. Is that the first cheer of the day? I think it is. WB, thank you very much, man. I'm just going to put Shane Taylor over here to represent all these guys. They're in Ring of Honor, yeah. I gathered that. Especially since I think Lee Moriarty is some sort of champion there right now. He's like the pure champion or something like that. WB, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the first cheer of the evening.
You talk about Roderick Strong.
Strong, lean, sinewy, probably the best gas tank in AEW.
That's black shirt, yep. Wearing the complete radio outfit.
That's how you do it right there. Classic tag team wrestling. Get in trouble. Push your opponent
Yeah,
back to the corner.
52 gimmicks, exactly.
Sean Dean served in the Navy for 4 years. There's a drop kick right in the face by Roderick Strong. Wow. Tag, and here comes Kyle O'Reilly. You know, it's great to see Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole
Dang.
in their ways.
Yo, you see this relentless assault? Goodness gracious. Yo, Undisputed Kingdom working like a fine-oiled machine right now.
2 counts, says Stephon Smith.
Undisputed Kingdom for sure, Tony. Oh, back together. Same page, feeling
Wrestling
good.
assault. Rings outlined in chalk.
Former Marine served in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Goodness. Kyle O'Reilly putting the boots to Carly Bravo over here.
Sternum for his troubles here, and goes back into the corner.
Is it Carly Bravo or Charlie Bravo? You hope Ring of Honor gets a TV deal soon. I hope they just go to YouTube for free, man.
This match continues on TNT and Max. Stay with us.
Wouldn't you rather it just be free to watch? Why would you want to? Why would you want to have a TV or like a cable package or something to watch them? I hope they just go to YouTube. They definitely get a lot more viewers that way. From what I know, they only I don't know the exact number, but it's got to be less than like 10,000 subscribers right now to Honor Club, which doesn't mean that it's a bad product. It's just if you ever want it to grab a foothold, you're gonna need to present it to more people. Oh my goodness! Look at this. Radio, radio. It's time for radio and Walter. Sing the song, Walter. Rah, rah. Would I stream Ring of Honor? Yeah, if it was free on YouTube, I would probably watch it. We watch NWA, we watch MLW. I don't see any reason why not. Unless it comes on at the same time as something else that's more like pressing. If it's on at the same time as SmackDown or NXT or Raw or Dynamite, or I don't think they put it on during Dynamite. But you know what I mean. If it's on during something else more pressing, then I probably would not watch it. That's why we haven't really added Impact onto the Battle of the Brands, is because they kept doing their pay-per-views during SmackDown and stuff and during Collision, and it's like, dude, I'm not gonna watch that instead. But if you start putting your pay-per-views on Sundays like what they're doing tomorrow, then I got it. Tomorrow we're doing TNA NXT Genesis, the pay-per-view. Radio, thank you so much for the bits, man. At the top of the TV, healing up his health bar. Radio's health bar is looking kind of kind of low right now. Somebody could move in to take the take him out of the tree, but we'll have to see if that's gonna happen. I think Radio's got some band-aids to heal up. And now with the announced partnership that they've signed between TNA and WWE, multi-year partnership, tomorrow could be the start of something crazy. We could see an incredible crossover tomorrow that nobody could expect. So I'm definitely excited to see what happens there, and I hope you guys will be here. You just subscribed, Donovan? What? You've never been subscribed before right now?
Got nobody to tag to. Once again up. Nicely done right there. 1, 2.
I'm glad I finally impressed you enough. It's been months, but hey, better late than never, I guess.
Sun's coming up.
Panama Sunrise? No. Nice run through. Super kick. Oh my God. Yo, that Ushigoroshi from Adam Cole looked crazy on Sean Dean. Slap your chest. See if you can pass the test when I slap your chest. Dude. Undisputed Kingdom is looking super strong in this match. I love it. Slam you. Jeez, man. That's one. No.
Holy smokes. I don't think Sean Dean could have continued there if we didn't make the save.
Got the knee up. Inzaguri that time.
Roderick's fighting half their, actually 66% of their team by himself right now. Ooh, made you look. It's time. Panama Sunrise to Lee Moriarty. Sweep the leg. That's done. Undisputed Kingdom wins with authority, I would say. Banana. I think we could help TNA. TNA already just got a better TV deal. They're on what I think is like maybe the biggest sports network in all of Canada right now. Ryan, what's up, man? Shane Taylor. I put the right guy on the screen. There he is. You're talking to me? Daddy Magic. Matt Menard. Time to quiet this crowd down. Dude, Garcia gets no reaction whatsoever. You heard how like the air got sucked out of the arena as soon as his beat started to hit? People were like, oh. You hear this? There's like 8 people cheering for him. It's this guy Garcia. I understand Tony has his favorites, but like, come on, man. Oh, he picked up a big guy. Somehow Garcia is teaming up with all them now. Okay. I mean, hey, at least it's setting up a match, but this guy Garcia needs help, man. Yeah, I know, right? Their manager destroys the Undisputed Kingdom. The sooner we get out of this segment, the better, dude. It was a good match, but now we're just... You can tell we're just trying to set things up. Yeah, Garcia needs help. He's not a bad wrestler, but they just need to find a way to make people care more about him, and whatever they're doing right now is just sucking the air out of the arena every time we see him. It's like me and I bet you a lot of other people are waiting for him to drop this title to somebody more interesting. Like, it got to the point where I was even wishing that, like, Shibata would beat him, and I know Shibata doesn't even speak English, you know? Think about that. Hey, it's the lady from MLW. There she is.
You say, hey, I was trying to get my hands on Carl Fletcher, but listen.
Adam Cole as a stalker might work? Yeah, Travis. Maybe something like that, but then you might as well put that title on Adam Cole and just let him be the guy.
From Don Callis, that's our link, that's our tie. And between me and Kenny, it's always been about egos, but I'll be honest.
That's MJF's girlfriend. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Next week on Dynamite.
A tout, Alicia a tout is her name, I think, or was her name in MLW at least.
Will Ospreay calling out Kenny Omega for this coming Wednesday, and we will be with you on TNT and Max.
Dude, what? Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega? What did they say? Wait a minute.
What did he say?
The Murder Machines. It's the type of team I would put together. Nice. They skipped not private party. Top Flight's entrance. Get these dudes out of here. They have talent, but it's just, it's time to start pushing some bigger wrestlers and give them some heat behind them and some credibility. We've already seen what happens all day long with these Top Flight guys. I don't dislike them. It's just time for us to get like a scary bunch of big guys who are gonna do damage. This could be the start of that. I really hope that this goes in a very clean, destructive direction here. Dante Martin and Darius. The cross your arm match. Did we hit 15 likes yet? Yeah, they've been doing better with Brian Cage recently, which is awesome to me. I think he needs help on his image, though. I think he needs to hire a stylist to hook him up. Other than that, though, he's got what it takes. You hope she wises up and dumps him? Why? What do you know about MJF to where he should get dumped by his real-life girlfriend? Yeah, they should be destroying people for sure, man. You gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, man. Somebody's gotta lose. You can't just keep always making it a fair and fun match, and not fun, a fair and even match that lasts a long time. Like, nobody gets over in that situation. Yeah, both people will look presentable in the short run, but in the long run, you're not building anybody to become a actual credible threat, because then everybody looks even. There's no danger of somebody losing if everybody just gets like a pass from losing, you know? Like, they get a pass of how they lose. 2 feet to the face of Brian Cage. Darius with a flash kick, upside down kick. Almost to 15 thumbs up, guys. Let's get 15 likes so I can start putting predictions on these matches, and you guys can start seeing how well you know professional wrestling with your predictions.
To the top rope and then catching Dante.
Face first, a very quick reminder, Mariah May will go face-to-face with Toni Storm next week live in Jacksonville on Collision here on TNT and Max.
That's cool. They're going back to Daly's place. I love when they go to Daly's place.
As Lance Archer holds his ground, sending Dante in. Dante moves out of the way. It's where Dante excels, in the corner.
Dante with a kick to the side of Lance's head.
He's up on top.
Front flip, glancing.
Doubling through with a somersault. Swing and a miss, and now Darius and Dante both in, and down goes Darius hard. Pick up. Dante goes down. And we talked about the tag team scene here in AEW, of course. Right?
Everybody dies.
In charge. Right now, they're the champs. Challenge made by the Hurt Syndicate for Wednesday. 1, 2, 3.
Got him. Nice. Very nice, quick tag match. Very nice. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am excited. Dudley's excited too. Smash these fools, man. If you're not going to use them, just crack some eggs, make the omelet. Beautiful double power bomb. Very nice and snug and safe. There we go. Cage and Archer win. Do I like Leo Rush? Yeah. He's a little tiny. He's a little tiny, but I do like him. Uh-oh. It's Action Andretti. Oh my god. Just make a tag team with Action Andretti and Daniel Garcia so that they can only take up one segment together. Leo Rush out of nowhere with his Shadow the Hedgehog jacket.
Welcome, Robert Stone 68.
What is going on? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Robert Stone with the bits. Robert Stone, thank you for the bits, man. Oh my goodness. Yo, Robert Stone burning it down. Thank you for the bits. Welcome to the stream, man. It's Collision. Nice frog splash by Leo Rush. I think he's very, very talented, but he's very tiny.
She was trying to get Leo Rush to get off the turnbuckle. He got off the turnbuckle. He sure did. He just motivated him more.
I also like his music. Like the music he makes in real life, I kind of like it. Not even kinda. I find a lot of it to be pretty good. So, Action Andretti and Leo Rush just came out to pick the bones of Top Flight. They don't want no pieces of Brian Cage and Lance Archer, I'll tell you that. Hey, the Learning Tree.
Wednesday on Dynamite, you assured us that the Learning Tree and the Death Riders would be on the same page, that Jon Moxley could trust you. But how are you so sure? After all, he's not even here for this interview.
As the Learning Tree always says, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Oh, God.
So true, Redwood and Lexi. Jon Moxley isn't the type of guy to show up and do interviews. And Chris Jericho.
They're trying, Michael. They're trying.
Stand here and allow you to try and stir the pot between the Learning Tree and the Death Riders. So enough of your muckraking.
No muckraking.
Oh.
Yeah. And Moxley.
Dang it, Jimmy Johns. Yeah, I was about to bring that up. That is his. Is that his wife or his girlfriend? I think that's DDP's like daughter-in-law or something like that. There's a lot of ties here. I think he's so good for a little guy. Yeah, he's good. It's just I think he's got a definite ceiling, and I think he's just when they had him with Bobby Lashley and WWE, I think that was awesome because he's capable enough to turn the tide in a wrestling sense because he's such a good wrestler, but he's also he's so I don't know, he's different on the mic. I think him as a manager that actually gets involved would be a better usage of him.
What does that mean?
What does anything mean, Lexi?
Sick burn, LT.
Sick burn. Ah, that's your wifey right there. Sick burn. Oh, sick burn on my wife. Dang. It's so funny how they play on real life stuff whenever they want, but then they just like forget all about it in certain places. Like, are we supposed to care or not? Are we supposed to know or not? You got people talking about people's dads getting shot by their mom and stuff in real life, but then the guy's getting interviewed by his own wife and we're not talking about it. A guy's wife is an interviewer and nobody wants to ask her what the heck Moxley's up to. Why is Moxley doing this? You know, nobody's trying to grill Renee over this. Like, hey Renee, what's going on over here? Nothing, really. Like, we know, dude. Let's just please take a second and let's connect the dots a little bit. I think that would make the show a lot more interesting as well if somebody would do something like that. Be like, yo, hey, just between us, Renee, you know, just at the end of an interview or something. It doesn't have to creep all the way into the point where it ruins where they're trying to go with the story or something. But it could be a different piece where it'd be like right at the end, a guy's about to walk away, and then you can tell that he like stops in the middle of walking away, and he's like, Renee, I gotta ask you, what is your husband doing? Why? What is his plan? Doesn't he talk to you or anything? And she'd just be like, I don't know. It's different when we're at home. It's different, you know, or something like that. But once he just, you know, have her be kind of torn between possibly telling the truth about what's going on and being faithful to her family unit and stuff, and that could be a very interesting story that could go along with the Death Rider stuff. And it would bring I wouldn't say it'd make it more realistic, but it'd bring a layer of realism that would be higher than what we're getting right now, at least. And maybe it'd make it more personal when stuff is going down, and maybe she gets involved, and now Moxley's really mad, and I don't know, man. I feel like you're missing a big, giant way of making the Death Rider stuff better by not mentioning it ever. You like Big Bill? Heck yeah. Big Bill's been getting cheered a lot by the crowd as well. Got my new captain's, my Admiral Pips. You see it? 5 golden dots. Beautiful. It's my screen accurate, Star Trek accurate props here. I'm never coming back. Here we go, backstage again.
No, seriously, we really appreciate your help out there. And trust me when I tell you, if anyone knows about competition, certainly it's you. And it's a shame that you guys don't have a third man, because me, Roddy, and Kyle are trying to prove we're the best trio that AEW has to offer.
Oh, Daddy Magic's getting back in the ring, I think.
It's a shame, but I'm thinking we're going to be in Jacksonville for Collision. And 3 years ago, I walked into Jacksonville with 2 people that I didn't even know. Bottom of the totem pole. 3 years later, we're walking in. It's a completely different story.
You're saying you want to call the new father? Huh? The new father? You're on, boys! Huh? Next
The
week,
new father. Oh,
Collision, no doubt.
cool hand Luke.
You want a little 6-man tag? You're on!
Daddy Magic says they're going to call in the new father, Cool Hand Ange, as they take on
Cool hand Ange.
Next week here on Collision, here's Max Caster.
Max Caster. Looks like he's got his bags packed.
Everybody. Thank you very much.
Dang.
Thank you for your
He should be the man. They're on Max now, right? It should be Max Caster time. Max. They're starting the top of the hour with him.
There's a lot of rumors online. A lot of people are talking.
What you got in that bag?
Right now with my teammate, Anthony Bowens, please come to the ring. Guys, give it up for Anthony Bowens.
Anthony Bowens. What are you knowing? punches will be throwing.
Caster did not come out to a wrap. Please come in. Please come into the ring. This has gone on long enough. Okay? There's been a huge misunderstanding
Here we go.
between me and you. Okay, we are a great team, and more importantly, we are great friends.
Oh, thanks for telling me that. I never see it, but I hear you.
Won't admit that I'm the best wrestler alive.
Oh, uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh.
You know what, Max? I think it's finally time for you to listen, pal. Because for the last 5 years, I have tried with every fiber of my being to protect you in the ring, to protect you in the
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys.
in the media, because we
Uh-oh.
tag team.
No, Jimmy Johns. Freaking Jimmy Johns. Twice in like 2 minutes? 5 minutes? Something like that? Come on, Jimmy Johns. We don't need to do this. This dance. Come on, we're gonna balk. We're gonna be okay. That's what balk spells. Or that's what be okay spells. Balk.
Is an arrogant, cocky, selfish, edgelord piece of shit.
Dang. Here we go.
And I'm sure you can hear very well. You want all these people to believe that you're the best wrestler alive. Well, newsflash, pal. These people think you absolutely suck.
Dang, really? What's this? What's in the bag? It says it right here. He copyrighted it.
Well, he's got, what is that, a trademark or is that a...
Trademark, yeah, he trademarked it.
You're selfish. You have lost the team spirit. I have no idea why.
He's carrying his certificate around with him. I have one of these certificates too.
The Scissor King. You haven't been doing any scissoring. Well, guess what? Anthony Bowens is way more than that. I possess every tool necessary to be a world champion. I have proudly represented AEW since I have put pen to paper. I am the pride of AEW. I am wrestling's 5-tool player. And I don't need a piece of paper from the government to prove it.
Oh. Grab it.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Wait a minute. Billy Gunn? The Acclaim. Top of the... It's Billy Gunn. He's back. Let's go. Dude, I like this. Tell some stories on this show, man. Don't just have everybody and their grandpa come out here wrestling all night, man. Let's tell some stories on this show that don't involve running around these ropes all day. Let's go.
What is wrong with
Yeah, he yells a lot.
You are the Acclaim. You were AEW Tag Team Champions. We were Trios Champions. And we got everybody to scissor just because it was cool. You don't care about us, Billy. You attached yourself to a couple of young, hungry wrestlers like me and Anthony Bowens just so you could hear these people chant your name over and over again. You made it about you when it should be about me, the best wrestler alive.
It should have been about me.
and Anthony Bowens.
And Anthony.
You're my best friend. Anthony, you're my best friend. Okay? We are two guys randomly put together, didn't really know each other, but we became the winningest tag team in AEW history. Every team he's been a part of has broken up, and there's a reason for that.
Oh.
Yeah, even the Gun Club, even your own two sons don't want to do with you.
Oh. Uh-oh, he's chasing him to the corner. Kick his A.
Anthony, I'm not doing this. You got to choose right now. It's either me or Billy.
Oh.
If you want the Acclaim to keep going, You make that choice. It's me or washed up Billy Gunn.
Washed up Billy Gunn. Dang. Who would you choose, guys? I would absolutely choose Billy Gunn. Well, I don't think I'd choose either of them. I'd just leave. Oh, he flipped him off. He flipped off. And now he's on Billy's side.
Another bad decision. They call him Bad Decision Bowens. Okay.
Bad decision, Bowens.
You can't walk away from me. I'm walking away from you. And the acclaimed is done because I said so. Because I'm the leader of the team. And it's your fault. It's your fault. And it's everybody's fault that's in here.
Dang. And he's out.
Prove to you and everybody else that I am the best wrestler alive. And without me, you suck. And you suck. And everybody
Yeah, you suck. How are you the best wrestler alive when you got smashed by Swerve in like 3 minutes? I like this, dude. I like this. This is the type of stuff that needs to happen on Collision a lot more often. Meaningful situations. Billy's gonna smash him right now. Please smash him, Billy. Destroy him. Take his head off. Billy, take his head off. Aw, I thought he was gonna take Bowen's head off. That would have been so crazy. And then if he would have walked up the ramp and hugged Caster, that would have been so awesome. Oh man, that would have hurt. That would have hurt my heart and been so good. Oh, Billy. Dude, how epic would that have been? If he would have gone up for the scissor and then just clotheslined the heck out of Anthony Bowens, and then walked up the ramp and hugged Caster. Oh, man. That would have been fresissimo. Straight out the Ziploc bag, dude. Super fresh. Not a bad segment, though.
In Atlanta, Georgia on Dynamite. Until then, what is your strategy heading?
Not bad at all. Definitely what this show needs more of.
The longer we waste time, me and Nana here talking with you, the more time the Ricochet has to get away from us. Now this game of
Do I have Nana?
Lion versus rodent.
Lion versus rodent.
Now February 5th in Atlanta, I know I get you in the ring to myself, but I plan on seeing you way before that.
Nah, I don't have Prince Nana.
Cursed with this ability that everything that my hands touch dies. With that being said, I plan on using it when I get my hands around your throat.
Oh, dang. I like Prince Nana. Oh, my goodness. It's time for the big baby. Tomo. Let's go. Hit him with the beat, I said. Hit him with the beat, I said. Ishii in the building. Like I said, my respect for this guy leveled up times like 50 when I saw his match at Wrestle Dynasty. I actually got to see why people like revere this guy. Oh, it's time. For the title.
Both the Continental Champion and his opponent challenger here tonight. Venerable legends in the land of the rising sun and now in America as well. But it was Okada. Last time we saw him defeating both Ricochet and Will Ospreay.
Do we hit 15 likes yet?
To restate
Let's see. We might be able to do a prediction on this. Like it up, guys. Still not there. Wow. All right. I'm not going to ask again, guys. If you don't want to do it, then it's fine. Here we go. Continental Championship on the line. The title's on the line. So you know what time. It's time to light it up. Let's go.
They have been together more than 370 times as a team and have had some classics.
Let's go.
Here's another one we hope.
Where are you hearing this from, Super Mario? Where are you getting this news from? Da-na-na. Na-na-na. Na-na-na. Both these guys.
And once again, the Continental Champion backs up to the ropes.
Carter now finally locking up.
You know, a lot of people talk about the match they had at the G1
Backs him up to the ropes. Ishii. Ooh. No slap to the chest. It was confirmed. No. Where are you hearing this is my question. I'm not asking you to restate the same segment, the same statement. I'm asking where are you getting this information from? Light it up. Heck yeah. Wrestling Proud knows what's up. Christopher knows what's up. WB knows what's up. Radio knows what's up. Okada rolls out. He said, nah, nah, nah. Oh. Kick on the outside to the stomach of Ishii. Ishii puts Okada into the barricade. And now, just a shoulder tackle by Ishii. Okada's down. He's hurt. Ouch, man. I back. Cool, Donovan.
Enterprise has more vehicles and locations than anyone, so you can get just the kind of vehicle you need, when and where you need it. Enterprise.
There we have it. Man, this is the showdown right here. What's the qualification to go after the Continental Championship, I wonder? How did Ishii get this match? Is it an open challenge type of thing, just like the TNT title, or what? Because I seem to remember them going through like months of tournament to get their hands on this title, and now Ishii just gets the title match. I want to know how that works. Barcade, what's up, man? Dollar General, nice. Did you miss anything? I don't know how to tell you, man. I don't know what you would consider to be good. But luckily, you can rewind through the YouTube stream, so just scroll back through it, and you can find out what's happened thus far. I don't know how to describe if anything good happened.
At University of Phoenix, we're earning career-relevant skills with every 5 to 6 week course and updating our professional profiles in weeks, not years, as we pursue our bachelor's.
Now Okada's got the upper hand in picture-in-picture right now. I forgot to put the Maximum Carnage on my my thumbnail. I wish I would have.
It says, I see you. I feel you.
Wish I would have done that. But I think putting that it's the 12-man tag match and also putting most of the 12-man tag match on the thumbnail, I think most people will know which episode this is. Adam Page match was good, yeah. I like that.
The bold Louisiana flavor and crispy crunch of Popeye's signature chicken is the meal your craving deserves. And now you can get 3 pieces for just $5 and make it a meal for only $3 more.
Look at how cool this is, man. Look at this setup. Look at what we've created here. Wait a minute. Ishii just got DDT'd on top of his HEAD. Kicks out, though. It probably helps him a lot that he has no neck, you know? He doesn't have to deal with the same type of trauma a lot of people would have to deal with when they get dropped on their head. Hey, John Cena is here on Wipeout again. How funny is that? John Cena on the commercial during a AEW program. I bet you they love that. Now streaming on Max. Let's go.
Tomohiro Ishii, the Stone Pitbull, for the Continental Championship here on Maximum Carnage on this Saturday night. And during the break,
Who's to say that that's even true? Super Mario hasn't even told us where he got that information from, guys. Like, this is why I'm always like, hey man, cite your sources. Let us know where you got this information from so we can figure out if it's to be believed or to be just tucked away. I'm not saying I don't believe Super Mario, but I'm not gonna file it as true until I hear where it came from. I didn't know John Cena was in AEW. I know, right? Bet you they set up that advertisement progression on purpose. They were like, let's put John Cena and then we'll put the AEW advertisement right afterwards. Okada coming off the top like a haircut, like a freestyle. Off the top. Elbow drop. They just leaned into it. You saw that?
oh, here we go.
Oh, they messed up the Zoom thing. Oh, he grabbed the finger, though. And he gave him the finger. Oh. Let me guess, the ref didn't see that. Goki's on YouTube. What's up, Goki? Cena and AEW would probably be really good because he's a smart guy and he's really good on the mic, and I feel like he does care about his match quality. I think Cena and AEW would have given us some good matches. Plus, you know Tony Khan would not let him just be a big guy that doesn't do anything. Cena and MJF would be hot fire, dude. Like, I can't completely predict it, but I'm just telling you, if Cena and MJF had a feud, it would probably be just incredible. That would probably be like professional wrestling / sports entertainment at its finest.
Determination is right, Nigel, shutting out the pain from earlier on. Ishii with a pickup of Okada. Nope. Okada.
Yeah, dude, take my money now. Gritty versus Ricochet. Nah, man, he'd take me out. Oh my God, Jimmy John's, please. Jimmy John's going off tonight. Oh, jeez, Jimmy John's. Jimmy, come on, man. We're getting back into it, though. We probably got a couple more minutes of the match before it's over, so I don't think we're going to miss the end of it. Do I think Cena and AEW would move the needle? At first, yes. But maybe like a year and a half into it, I think it would just settle right back in. Because one of the things that AEW's viewership issue has to do with the amount of time they've shown that they just don't really listen to the fans like they should. Because that's what got people into it. They've annexed like, I'd say about 30%, something like that, of their viewership by just not giving the crowd what they wanted and sticking to plans that are obviously not working. Like the Adam Cole MJF stuff that just lasted way too long, and they really thought it was such a great story that we needed to drag it along.
Nice
and
to meet you.
and now
Tim
with the
Panda
Death
Grill.
Riders, it's like Tony needs to learn when to pivot away from things that are just not working, you know? And I feel like that's how they've lost a lot of their viewership. the moment that Tony starts putting his ear back to the streets and listening to people is going to be where this gets back on track a little bit more. But you can tell he's got a plan and he's sticking to it, because every idea he has is the best idea. And until he realizes that that's not the truth, it's going to keep going down, because the ball isn't in the court of the fans anymore. When AEW first started, it felt like we were getting something that we've been asking for because of how just subpar WWE had been for a couple of years. It was like, somebody's actually going to listen to us. Somebody's actually going to care about what we think and what we want. And also a bunch of the wrestlers on the roster were made by the fans, by people going to their indie shows and supporting them on Pro Wrestling Tees and at what's that place called? Hot Topic and all that. Like it was like we were part of it, but it's like they've gone away from that a little bit. Wait, it's already over? The match is over? Wow, who won? I guess Okada won during the Jimmy John's situation. Dang, that's it. Well, that's that. Jimmy John's ended the match right as the match ended. Well, I think people would have blown up the chat if Ishii would have won. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Ishii probably did not win that match. It's Blood Dust. Blood Dust is here. Dustin Harwood. Punk moved the needle a little bit. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okada tried to bring Bell to the ring, distracted the ref, hit it Ishii and hit the brain. Oh, the ref didn't see it. Oh, he hit him low and then took him out. He's still grinding that heel character. Thank you, Temezi. I was like, what happened? Listening to ICW today would be confusing. How do you know who's not a bad faith Jim Cornette fan? Delayed Gratz, what's up? Everybody say what's up to Gratz. Gratz has been one of the few people that I've come across on YouTube, interweb, wrestling situations who actually has some more like just trying to really get to the bottom of stuff, not being overly emotional about things. Who's he fighting? Who's this guy? Oh, it's the is this the Dynamite Kid? Oh, that was low. That was a low power slam. Ooh, that was creepy looking. I always tend to try to list a few facts, and if the person who's Gratz to respond to your question, I always try to list a few facts that I know are undisputable, and then see if the person reacts with an emotional statement or if they acknowledge what's going on and what that statement is actually encompassing. If the person I'm having a conversation with or the person who's criticizing something cannot acknowledge a fact, it means they're very emotional and they're approaching it from an angle where they're not trying to have a conversation. They're trying to get a point across. So that's kind of how I'm able to, I'm not able to, but oh my God, the Crossroads. Yeah, it's not the Dynamite Kid. It's just some guy in blue pants. He's getting destroyed. The final cut. I love that move so much. Dustin Rhodes for the 3. He got it. It's over. But that's kind of how I think about it. If somebody can acknowledge facts, then you can start having a real conversation. If someone's just like, this guy sucks, this sucks, I hate this is garbage, then it's like you're not even having a conversation at that point.
I know what you bring to the table, man. I felt it.
So Dustin Rhodes picks up a win versus some guy in a blue pants. He's Blue Pants' brother. The girl Blue Pants. I wonder what she's up to. Where'd she go?
It's time for you to take the reins and run.
Okay. Oh, it's time for Julia Hart. Let's go. Somewhere Dinkins is going crazy. So quiet. They made the show so quiet right now. Who's she fighting? Harley Cameron? If she's fighting Harley, I gotta put her like right there. Oh yeah, I like Julia too. The house always wins.
The following contest is scheduled for one. Welcome Boba for 271.
Yeah, she's got it, man.
The House of Black, Julia.
She looks kind of ridiculous in this outfit, though. It's a little overblown. Yeah, I like her song. It reminds me of like an Evanescence song a little bit. Dinkins. Let's go, man. Yeah, she's got years ahead of her, man. It is Harley. Okay. Yeah, you're completely right, Gratz. I think he just slipped into the 7th circle of strangeness right now.
Harley Cameron, feel the wrath.
Feel the wrath.
Her eyes covered up here. I guess she still has.
She's coming along, man. I think every match she wrestles, she gets a little better. Yeah, I think both of these women going to NXT would be a great move. What are these glasses? Oh, protective glasses. It's not a slight to AEW. It's just this is not the spot for like moving upwards. It's a spot to kind of just, you know, get used every now and then. Oh, look at her eye. No, she's changing. You see it? She got misted and now she's changing. Harley Cameron's becoming more vicious. Yo. Dude, they're doing the thing. Okay, I'm down with this. Yeah, kind of Boba Fett. I think for women, this is a spot to collect a check. But there are some people, but it's almost like it's up to them to become better and not up to the promotion itself. You can tell Harley takes this seriously. Julia takes this seriously. And they're like moving towards a goal of becoming better at their craft. But you can tell that there's a lot of women who aren't doing that here. And I kind of like that because it shows who has that motivation, who really wants that spot. So I kind of like that. But still, I think NXT is still the spot to go if you really are trying to hit the main stage and all that. They're changing her. You see it? It's the Mist. Yeah. Evil Harley. Maybe she's going to be like... she's going to hang out with the Joker. Would you like to team up with Julia? Yeah, I'd team with her. Yeah. Learning match for sure, wrestling. She don't need NXT. Yeah, need is a strong word, but you can't deny that the amount of training and improvement that people get in NXT is far eclipsing what the women are getting in AEW. They're making stars and they're improving people at a rate that's much faster than what you see over here. And I think a lot of that does have to do with motivation. A lot of people on NXT know that this is their shot. Like, that's it. You better do your best, you know? Here, it feels like people get signed based off their name and based off of what they are when they get signed. And the evolution of them is not as important as just having them. Whereas NXT, I feel like it's all about the evolution. It's all about the upgrades. So I hope people are understanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying that AEW is a bad spot for women. I think it's a bad spot for people who want to improve.
With the success of the House of Black, I would try to
If you're already good, if you're Paige, if you're Saraya, then whatever. Collect the paycheck, get called whenever you're needed, and do whatever is needed. But if you're a girl who really doesn't have the main, live television experience, I don't think you're gonna get it as much here. Yeah, they don't have a dedicated development program. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, NXT, the point is getting better. Here, the point is just, we got you now, we'll use you whenever we feel like it. And if you care enough as an athlete, if you care enough about your own career, then you'll get better. But it won't be because the company wanted you to.
Nice to meet you.
So it's like, in one case, it's up to you. In the other case, it's like, you get better or else you're done. You're cut. And I don't know which one is better, because this over here, it's almost like you have to have that drive to begin with to become better, and it's not just a part of being here. So it almost is like a filter system in and of itself over here. You know what I mean? It's like you rise to the top over here by actually caring about your career that much, and over in NXT, it's a necessity. So it's almost like you're creating stars that might not even want to be at that level. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too synthetic over there, and over here it's more about actual drive. I don't know. Either way, I think both existing is a good thing. Oh my goodness. Yo, the radio elbow. Radio, thank you for the bits, man. 15 bits. Oh, me, oh my. Thank you, man. Radio's got his name on the top of the TV, and he's healing himself up. You guys see, you had the chance to take him out. He said, guess what? I'm at the top of the radio tree. Exposes people innate talent. Exactly. It's like they let people stand out here before they become something. And in NXT, it's like a must, or else you're gone. So it's kind of more vicious, but maybe a little more synthetic. Do you think Kenny Omega versus Shane McMahon would be a draw? Yeah. I think everybody and their grandma would want to see, like, what the heck's going on there. Not because of, like, the match quality, but just like a what the heck, kind of like a MTV, what was it called, like celebrity deathmatch type of stuff. I think it'd be on that sort of tip. I think it'd be a draw.
Welcome, Kelly Scott.
I would definitely watch it. I think there'd be a bunch of people interested who might not normally watch a Kenny Omega match. Kelly, what's up, man? Welcome, Kelly. It's about drive. It's about power. We say hungry, we devour. Yes, exactly. Ooh. Kevin Owens versus Gritty. Dude, I'd wrestle Kevin Owens. He'd keep me safe and he would destroy me. But I would sell the heck out of the stunner and the pop-up powerbomb. I would make him look like $1 million on my end. I think Kevin Owens is money. Shane McMahon versus Tony Khan. That wouldn't be fair at all. Tony was scared for his life when CM Punk was on the other end of a desk just throwing like a little temper tantrum. Shane McMahon would make Tony Khan have like a mild cardio infarction or something. They'd have to bring out the stretcher before the match even started.
Welcome, Barry Monkey 99.
I'd cry the first time he hit me. Jimmy Johns is on us right now. They don't want me to see this incredible Dinkins masterpiece. But yeah, I do think it would be a draw for sure. I think there would be people who would tune into that match who don't watch AEW at all. And then the people who do watch AEW would tune in on top of that. Probably one of their more higher drawing pay-per-view events or weekly shows, wherever they put it at. That's it. She tapped her out. Julia Hart tapped Harley out. Yeah, but I think Ethan Page was ready before he hit AEW. I think he was just a fumble. People get fumbled everywhere. Every company fumbles people, and then they end up looking better elsewhere. But Ethan was a big, giant fumble to me, man. The guy was top 3 tag team wrestler in the world when he got picked up by AEW, and then barely let him do everything and beat him at almost every juncture, and I'm glad he's out of here. You said Ethan Page isn't even that good. Then why was he top 3 in the world in tag team wrestling? Because his partner was that good? He was just a hype vampire. TikTok got banned? No, not yet. Not yet. Oh my goodness, we're backstage. Chris Jericho with a bat, and he took out the leg of Hobbs. Hobbs is down, and they stole his brace. Oh no.
Will, you okay? We need some help.
Will, you okay? Nah, he's just laying down. You know, it's fine. Yeah, Cardona has absolutely reinvented himself outside of WWE. You said Ethan Page is too similar to MJF, so they went with MJF? Maybe. Where are you hearing this from, though? Is this just what you think happened, or do you know somebody who told you that? Yeah, see, you're reporting stuff that's not really going on yet. Trump has not saved TikTok, and TikTok is not banned yet. These are some wait and see type of stuff. You just think that. Yeah, okay. I see you. I mean, it's a good assumption, but I like to have evidence behind statements like that. I think that Tony Khan just didn't really care when he picked up Ethan Page. I think he signed the check, he got himself another member of the roster, and saw him as a piece to just get other people over. That's what I think. I don't have any evidence to back that up except for how he's been treated. But yeah, I agree. Ethan Page is not a great wrestler. I think he's very solid, and I think he has a solid background as well. I think he's clean. I think he's presentable. You never heard it? That was the voting. He won the award. It was Wrestling Observer. He was top 3 tag team wrestler in the world. It was right before he got into AEW. When he was running with Josh Alexander as the North. I think he's clean. I think he's a solid wrestler. I think he's got a pretty good gimmick. I think he's got size to him. I don't think he's the best wrestler in the world, but I don't think he's bad either. You just have to wait a day. Yeah, exactly. We're about to find out, guys. We're about to find out about the TikTok stuff. But it's so funny that I just created a TikTok and now it's about to possibly be banned. It's just following the symptoms that always happen to me. Whenever I buy a jersey, the guy gets traded the next year. Whenever I buy a console, a new console comes out. I bought the PS5, now there's the PS5 Pro. Like, it just happens all the time. He won an award for it 2 times. Yeah, no, he won in the Wrestling Observer. He was voted like top 3 in the world tag teams, or maybe it was in the magazine. Maybe it was the magazine. It's been a while. It's been like what, 5 years, something like that. I don't remember. Something like that. But still. Oh, we're already to the main event. Oh boy, here we go. Here comes Cope, guys. If only I didn't create a TikTok, things might be different. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Why is Dax all the way over here? Here, turn him around.
Their scheduled partner, they must realize they're going to have to go this on their own.
Hobbs is out? Let's go.
And their opponent, first the Redwood Big Bill, the Bad Apple Bryan,
Tactic? Tactic. I like that. Tactic.
the Nueve, Chris Jericho.
Let's just try to get one member of this squad over here. There we go. Tactic. There are different versions of it, like not versions, but like copycats. One of them's called like Lemon 8, I think. Kelly told me about it. I think it's called Lemon 8.
Sports entertainment legend.
And now,
Dang, dude, I've never heard it so quiet tonight. The crowd is just like, can we please stop this? Goodness gracious. You hear just the air gets sucked out of the arena as soon as the Death Riders song hit. Oh my god. Oof. That would be... Can you imagine that? You've been backstage all night waiting for your match, and you've been hearing the crowd cheering and stuff like that, and then your theme song hits, and then you just hear absolute silence like everybody left. Jeez, man. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not going to be able to fit all these people in this ring right now. Even Jimmy John's left. Cope Cabana? Cope Cabana. I call him Copage. Lemon 8 is made by the same people who made TikTok. Oh, so does that getting taken out too? Come on, Jimmy Johns. Let's chill out, man. Big Bill is he is big. He's huge. All right, Jimmy Johns. I see you. Good job. You proved your point. You interrupted the most quiet entrance of the evening, besides maybe Daniel Garcia. I think Daniel Garcia got a little less reaction than this. Maybe on par. Maybe they're even. Where's little Pac? Pac was just here too. Guess he's gone again. Copage. Nope, Lemonade is just fine. A lot of TikTok creators are going there. Aha. So I guess maybe I got to do that, because if WWE is going to be as lazy as they've been with how they gather their reactions and stuff, and they're just going to pull from one single entity, then maybe I got to make a Lemonade account. If that's what WWE is going to jump to where they get these reactions, then I might just have to jump over there.
5, 6, 11.
All right, just trust me. There's 12 people in this match, guys. I'm never going to be able to fit them all. I could shrink everybody down, but it's just going to make it harder for me next episode. Not even PWI have put them in the top 3. But they have, from singles, like 75? I swear that was it. I'll have to look it up, but I trust you.
Jericho and Dax, who have had their problems in the recent past.
It's a rematch.
Where's the Big Bill pick? He'll just be bigger than everybody, and he won't fit over here, because I'd have to put him like right here. He's too big. Just trust me. There's 12 people.
You heard what Jericho said.
Oh, wow.
Look what Jericho did there.
Oh, my God.
Tag Team of the Year, but that was Impact Zone Award Show. I swear it was something else, though. I don't know.
And now Dax, the Axe, living up to his name.
Either way, you know and I know, dude, being the best wrestler hardly ever makes you actually the best wrestler. There's a lot more to it. I mean, The Rock is one of the most basic and not great wrestlers, but he's on the Mount Rushmore because of charisma and delivery and emphatically the way that he like hands out moves and sells stuff. Like there's more to it than just being good. And that's what I'm talking about with Ethan Page, is that yeah, he's not the best wrestler, but he's got a blend of stuff, and the way that he's presented makes a big difference with him. Yeah, he's not the best wrestler. He's solid, but he's not like over the top. I really couldn't tell you one thing that he does that's super spectacular. Nobody puts The Rock on their Mount Rushmore. I'd say most people have The Rock on their Mount Rushmore. If you ask the average wrestling fan their top 5, they'd probably list The Rock. Lions are losing? What? 12-ounce top sirloin? Oh my goodness, dude. Did you take a picture? Yeah, HBK, dude, for sure. But HBK, even him, like, there's more to him than just being a good wrestler. Wheeler Yuta locking up with Cash in the center of the ring.
Which he did. Wheeler Yuta has been, I don't know how to explain. I thought he was brainwashed.
Oh my goodness. I like Wheeler Yuta, but every time he hits the screen, it's just a hype vacuum.
I agree. I think he willingly succumbed to the experience of John Moxley. Ooh, wow.
Cash Wheeler with a back body drop and a big one. There's Dex.
He's taking a beating right now. He's getting bounced. Be surprised how many actually puts him in. Exactly. Because they remember he's iconic wrestler, but he's not a good wrestler. It was in your belly. Kelly's belly. Dang it, Kelly. Well, I'm glad you liked it, though. Sounds awesome. What's my Mount Rushmore? I have no idea, dude.
Welcome, Legato.
Legato, what's up, man? I have no idea. My Mount Rushmore would probably make people upset. They'd be like, yo, where's he? Where's this guy? Gritty, why didn't you mention him? My Mount Rushmore is like Goldberg and Dean Malenko, and you don't want to hear it. It's nothing that anybody else would ever list. It's like my personal hype list.
With a solid boot to the head. Truth Magnum.
Oh, it's time to watch out. Here we go.
All 11 men going down.
Am I enjoying Collision? Yeah. Yeah, I am. This is a debacle right here, though.
As we continue on Max and TNT.
I have to say that Tony Schiavone annoyed me less this episode than maybe any other episode of Collision, so that's good as well. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. I mean, there are things that certain people were better at than others, but altogether, I don't know. Yeah, see, Michael, as soon as I mentioned Goldberg, people are like, yo, what's wrong with this guy, Gritty? Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. Something's got to give. Nah! Let the Goldberg hit the floor. Let the Goldberg hit the floor. Look, this kid is hype. Now. Dude, this is chaos over here. The kid smacked him, yeah. That's it. Lawsuits. Little Timmy Turner is catching a lawsuit from Turner Broadcast. That's it, Timmy. You're in trouble. This kid's going to school on Monday and slapping everybody. Dude, the kid slapped him, and that's the hypest part of this match so far. This is chaos.
Full arm drag and twist. Tag. That's all. We've not seen anything of the
But yeah, my Mount Rushmore is more comprised of the people who made me feel the most hype. It's not necessarily the best wrestlers or the best on the mic or any of that. Goldberg's on there because Goldberg helped me to reach a level of just enthusiasm and hype about the show that nothing before it had ever done. Like, it's like he made my hair turn yellow and I turned Super Saiyan for the first time. Before that, I was a Saiyan and I was still great, you know? But it's like Goldberg brought this level of just authenticity to the way he would deliver the spear and just the hype of the crowd, undefeated streak, and just the stars around him in fear of his dominance. And then just, man, I don't know. He leveled me up in terms of hype to the point where I'm sitting in this chair right now, live streaming and doing watch-alongs for wrestling to where I started doing watch-alongs before basically anybody, like 10 years ago. Because he brought me to that level. So I'm always going to list him, even though I know he's not the best wrestler. I know he's not great on the mic. But to me, he matters so much because of like how much he impacted my love and my excitement level about wrestling altogether. So I understand when people are looking at me crazy, looking at me sideways like Goldberg. But it was a time in my life and a moment that it was just a legendary moment that created the gritty that you see today in certain ways. So that's why he's on my list. It's not because I think he's great at any given thing besides intensity and like believable delivery of moves and stuff. Other than that, I understand. I know why people are looking at me sideways, because he's not very great. But he is in the ways that it took. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it makes me look a little crazy when I say that, but hopefully it makes sense. Goldberg, Sting, DDP, Booker T, nice. Hogan, number 5, I see you. Goldberg was the best in the day. I know, right, man? Just like, he brought this like level of hype to me that was just different.
You saw Jericho pointing to his eye, indicating what happened. Absolutely.
Oh, they're chanting for Moxley.
Now John Moxley's got Dex Harwood up. Look at this power Moxley.
That's a power bomb, Shivani? That's a power bomb? Oh, he corrected himself. Okay. Pile driver.
And Wheeler Yuta will get the call in. Drives the knee down. And look at Dex in no man's land.
Boo, the crowd boos Wheeler Yuta as soon as he gets in here.
Including Claudio.
Copage is on the prowl. What do you guys think of this setup where the announce table is in the middle, where normally you would just see fans in the front row? They have the announce table, hard cam facing right towards it. What do you think of that? Nick Patrick was a generational talent. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, this is chaos strange. You had a Goldberg pennant and a Mark McGuire pennant hanging. Oh, that's awesome. They're kind of similar. They kind of give me the same visual stimulation when I see their faces. Mox beat Yuta down sometime soon. Maybe.
That's hits the ropes, and now Wheeler Yuta with a sleeper of his own. That didn't last long either. Wheeler sending Dax to the ring post.
I like it better because the arena is so small that otherwise I always see the stage. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I like this arena though, man. It's got a heartbeat to it. It doesn't feel like some just vacuous NBA arena or something like that. It actually feels like there's a heartbeat to this arena. Here we go. It's Edge. Dude, have you noticed how Edge's response from the crowd has been just like absolutely dwindling and dwindling and dwindling? It's like he gets no reaction except for his entrance theme. It's like as soon as you hear it, you think you know him, they're like, woo! And then everything afterwards is just like a beep, beep from the crowd. Just like a even heartbeat. he hardly gets any reaction. That's why I don't want him to win the title. He's intense boredom right now. A lot of people want him to win, but I think it's just because they don't want Moxley to have the title. I don't think they genuinely want Edge to be the champion. Or Copage. I think they're not thinking about it logically. This guy is not over at all right now. Crowd does not care about Copage. Oh, they called him Copeland right there? There's a reason NFL players are showing up in wrestling. I think there's a lot of other people who could be blamed for that, Travis. But yeah, Goldberg's probably one that really stands out. Here we go. It's time for the double by elbow drop. Here comes Claudio, double clothesline. When he first got tagged in, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. Oh my goodness. Crowd's just laughing at this match. Pogo sticked. Yuta. Time for everyone to hit their stuff. like 4 ladies were screaming for Edge and that was it. I'm telling you, man, this guy's not nearly over enough to win the title. They need to put the title on Omega or maybe Ospreay or maybe Darby. These people are actually over with the crowd. The big rig. Shatter machine. To Big Bill. What's this? Oh my God. Yeah, do not hit Copeland with the Death Rider on the DDT on the ramp to Moxley. Yeah, I think Omega's over enough. I think Ospreay's over enough. I think Darby is over enough. Why are you stopping her? Oh, I guess you can't do that. Hey, it's Pac. Pac is here. Pac with a big boot to the face of Copage. Oh, yeah. Put a bag over Copage's head, a black bag. What the heck? Oh, Cash off the stage, trying to save Copage. Coping mechanism, I like that. Oh my goodness, dude, this is chaos. Where's the ref at? It's just, they should have had like 4 refs for this match. Lion Salt gets missed, and I think Turbo Floyd is in the ring. Everybody fought off. Who else is over enough to win the world title right now? Oh, Powerhouse is back. Well, definitely not Powerhouse. Crowd barely cared. Wow. Yeah, see, I'm glad they didn't put the title on Powerhouse. He's flavor of the week type of status right now. I like him, and I think that eventually he could get there, but it's not time. He would have just been another person that they have no plans for, who would just be holding some sort of title. Oh, his leg is just fine, I guess. Powerhouse hobbles. Hobbles. Okay, his leg is hurting him. This literally could be anybody standing out here right now, and the crowd would be cheering just as much. Big Bill creeping over the top rope, face to face with Powerhouse. Dang, well, face to chest with Powerhouse.
Powerhouse Hobbs is a huge man.
Chest to face, I should say. Ooh. Okay, I like that Big Bill knows how to throw a punch, man. Darby's the Rey Mysterio here, yeah. Darby's got what it takes. I think there might be a couple people I'm missing who could be world champion, but
Nice to meet you.
overall, those are probably the top 3 or 4 who would actually be able to win the title right now and sustain a good, positive reaction from the crowd for a while with that title. Hi, guys. Come here. Oh, Chris Jericho got slammed. Who's the 70s looking adult actor looking tag team? Wait, what? Talking about the Outrunners? Clobbering, clothesline. They're going to beat Bryan Keith, aren't they? Set up these huge matches like this, and you pin the least important guy in the whole thing. Wow. Wow, Powerhouse got the win. Wow, he really got his win back, guys. He pins Bryan Keith when everybody and their grandma has left the match. Yeah, Christian cashing in would that's what I was hoping would happen. Wow, good job. You really built him back up. He gets the pin over Bryan Keith. Guy who's not even really part of the crew that he just lost to. He could have at least beat Wheeler Yuta, you know? Could have at least pinned somebody from the Death Riders. That's such a waste of an outcome. Could have pinned even Claudio or something. Why are you pinning a guy who has nothing to do with what just happened to you as the get back for the overly destructive outcome that just happened to you on Wednesday? I know what I'll do. These guys Pillmanized my leg and almost ended my career. I know what I'll do. I'll pin some guy who has nothing to do with it. All right, let's have ourselves a little review, a little recap, a little chat, if you will. Let's do it. Let's get over here. Did we see Mariah May tonight? I don't think we did. We saw Toni Storm, though. I think Mariah May having a little promo would have been pretty cool. Let's find out. Okay, so if you watched this episode of Collision along with me tonight, I want to know what score you guys would give it out of 10. Now, keep in mind, it's from 1 to 10. The higher the score, the better. But the top score that I will take tonight is going to be an 8.4 out of 10. Okay, that's the ceiling. So 8.4 is the highest you can go. The lowest score I'm going to take is going to be a 7.0. 7.0 is going to be the floor. Okay, that's the lowest score I will take tonight, and anywhere in between 7.0 and 8.4 is golden. That's your golden ticket right there. Anywhere between 7.0 and 8.4. And I want to know your score by the end of this song. Let's go. There you go. All right. It led. If you watched it, it led. What it led? What's that? You said 7 to 8.4 laugh out loud. Trust me, Gratz. There's a reason I have to do that, because there are people who are going to join the chat. They're going to give it a 7 flat. Or if I leave it from 1 to 10, there are people who are going to give it a 1. And then there are people who are going to give it a 10 just because they love AEW. And there are going to be people who will give it a 1 because they hate AEW. There are people who are going to give it a 1 because they love WWE and they don't want to see anything else succeed. And there are people who are going to give it a 10 out of 10 because they hate WWE and they don't want to see anything else outside of WWE not succeed. Like it creates this weird. And I've done thousands of episodes of this at this point, Gratz. Sadly, I've learned over doing thousands of episodes. Like I said, I've been doing this for like 10 years. So over the 10 years, I've learned how people finagle and try to like sway it in their own direction. So what I've come up with is you got to at least say 7.0. You got to, and you can't go above an 8.4 for most episodes. And then somewhere along there, what I do is not even somewhere along there, I add everyone's scores together and then I divide by how many scores we got, and that gives us an average score. And that average, if it's above a certain threshold, then the show gets a point in the Battle of the Brands. If it's below a certain threshold, which is like 7.74, then it gets a half a point. And then if it's below a 7.5, then it gets 0 on the Battle of the Brands. Doesn't mean it's a bad show. It just means it's not good enough for them to strike the board. And between all the major pay-per-views, we have a season. Right now we're in the season that is ending when the Royal Rumble goes off the air. When the Royal Rumble goes off the air and we score the Royal Rumble and find out the average there, whatever show has the most points gets a gold trophy, second most points gets the silver trophy, and third most points gets the bronze trophy. It makes more sense once you've seen it happen a few times. It sounds very complex, but it's something I've put into practice because there are people who will just give it a 10 every day, no matter what. It's AEW, it's a 10. It's WWE, it's a 10. It's WWE, it's a 1. It's AEW, it's a 1. It's NWA, it's a 10. So I've made it so people have to at least think about it, and then we perform the average between. And like I said, I would rather not have to have some sort of cap or situation to it. I'd rather not, but sadly, over the thousands of episodes, people have shown me exactly what happens. So
Welcome, Gil Gage,
that's what's up.
13.
Took Gritty 10 years to figure this out. No, it didn't take me 10 years, but it took more time to like whittle it down to exactly which numbers would really make would really represent what a good show looks like, or a passable show. So I had to go through a couple of different numbers of iterations. All right, so let's see here. Michael says 8.0. Let's bring up my calculator, our Captivator. Here we go. Okay, so 8.0 says Michael. Thank you, Michael. Christopher says 8.4. Tip-top score. I see you. Thank you, Christopher. 8 out of 10 says Gratz. Thank you, Gratz. 8.0 for Gratz. Gilly says 7.0. Thank you, Gilly. You got it. Donovan says 8.4 as well. Got some people on the ceiling, I see. How about 10 for Collision, which is actually 7, 8 in actuality? You see, then I'd have to start like dissing people's scores and stuff. So what I've done is I just set up like a spot for everybody to just try to land within, and then that way I'm not like, oh, your 10 means 7 or whatever. That just sounds insulting. But trust me, I've tried it before. It just doesn't turn out very well. I've tried basically everything I can think of, and this is as close as we can get to having a somewhat fair and square conversation between people who are going to be on polar opposites, and it's what I've gotten to. Give it a 7 because that's a good score. Yeah, 7's a good score. Exactly. That's my point. 7 becomes like when that's the floor and people give it a 7, it's like at least you're acknowledging the show wasn't a 1. At least it's bringing some sort of conversation that we can have if somebody's like admits that, yeah, it was good. It wasn't horrible. Like at least we can get there. Compelling in the eye of the beholder. That's true, but also what's in the eye of the beholder is like people have biases, and what I've found is that bias gets a little out of control when you give people the whole gamut of a scoring system, because they'll just get out of control with it, and they go as high as they can or as low as they can to prove a point. Dro says 7. All right, thank you, Dro. You got it. 7.0. Jeopardy theme is stuck in my head. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so let's get over here. What is 7.8? Women's match should have led to something else. I agree, but that's what happens when you literally just have a women's division because you have to not get canceled. I have seen no tangible evidence that Tony Khan legitimately cares about his women's division, other than like this weird look he gets in his eyes whenever like the girls are sitting next to him at the media scrum. There you go. All right. Strange, you get the what's up for phrasing it in the form of a question. You got it. WB was 7.83. Thank you, WB. That's what happens. What's it led if you watched it? Temezi, what does that mean? I'm still trying to figure that out. Legato says 7.7. Thank you, Legato. You got it. J-Rock says 7.73. Thank you, J-Rock. Radio says 7.8. Oh, but you put a question mark after that, so I'll give you the what's up. And I'll show off my Admiral Pip on my Star Trek jacket. It makes me an Admiral, guys. It's true. I'm giving it a 5.75. No, you're not, Gilgamesh, because that's not within that's not within the tangible universe of what your scores should be hitting, man. I said 7 is the lowest, 8.4 is the highest. And you said you only saw the last 2 matches as well. I see. But yeah, I see you, man, but I can't take that score. All right. So now it's just down to me. What is my score? You know, this episode of Collision, it had a flow to it that I haven't felt a lot during Collision. I feel like Collision is one of the more clunky things that AEW does. Even their pay-per-views don't feel as clunky as Collision sometimes, and the pay-per-views are just mainly just delivering the matches that the feuds have set up for the pay-per-view in most cases. So it really shouldn't have a good flow to it. It's just, it comes down to this. Let's find out. And obviously the pay-per-views do follow they follow the formula of, you know, you need a hot match and then maybe a cool off and then some other hot matches and stuff like that. So there is a formula to it, but the fact that Collision feels more clunky than some of the pay-per-views just makes Collision stand out as a show that needs help with its progression. Tonight, I did not feel that. Tonight, it had a really nice flow to it. Starting out with the death match was a very interesting choice, but it didn't seem to hamper the show's ability to keep the crowd entertained, at least until people started coming out that the crowd just really doesn't feel. There are people like that on this roster. There are people who are in the midst of a good push that the crowd just does not react to, because there are people that Tony wants to push, but the crowd isn't reacting to. They're not on the same page, and this is where I say that Tony needs to keep his ear to the streets a little bit more. He needs to learn when to pivot. These times where Tony refuses to pivot away from something that he really believes in are what's causing this erosion of interest and this erosion of fan interaction and hype from the crowd, is because the crowd and the rest of the fans are feeling like they matter less and less and less every single episode, because you're not pivoting away from the things that they are every single time telling you that they don't like it. It doesn't work. We're not here for this. And every time that reaction from the crowd is not recognized, there's one more person who turns the TV off and decides to watch something else. There's one more person who is not tuning in next week because they're not feeling as important to the success of AEW as they did when it started. For the last 5 years, this company has been um, absolutely running on the goodwill of the fandom, the goodwill and the love and the idea that they're creating something together. We're the fans and we're with you, Tony. You're creating something different. You're creating an alternative, but not just an alternative. You're creating an outlet for all of us to feel like we're part of something with professional wrestling where that's been taken from us for years in the opposite. And now it's starting to feel that same way where our reactions and our response and our lack of response to the people that are being pushed is not being recognized as a clue to flip and redirect and pivot away from things that are not working. You're sticking with it. This show was a good example of half the show was not like that, and then half the show was right back into it. It's like you can't get too far away from it. I appreciated the action tonight. I really loved that Top Flight got taken out in record time. I'm really glad this was not a good long match. Because with Brian Cage just coming off that match with Kenny Omega, a guy that you're probably going to push to the moon sometime soon, you probably don't want a 12-minute, 15-minute knockdown, drag-out fight with Top Flight, guys who can't get it done in any other regard either. Main event was a debacle, absolute debacle of just zero care and reaction. Like, the crowd was reacting to the spots, but the stars involved besides Moxley were not the draw and was not the reason the crowd said anything. The crowd said something because Moxley was there and where they were at, and then the rest of this was just, they're just reacting to spots that anybody out here, if you did the spot, they'd react the same way. Sadly, when Powerhouse came out, it just proved exactly why I thought they should not put the title on Powerhouse on Wednesday. Because it's people are desperate to get this title off of Jon Moxley. They don't really believe that Powerhouse is the guy to lead the company into a new era right now. It's just they want this title off of Moxley so bad that anybody just step up and take it, please. Okay, and when Powerhouse came out and Powerhouse Hobbles came out, it was like done. It just proved exactly why Tony was smart to not put the title on this guy, because it would have just been another guy who gets a title and then there's no follow-up, no plan really. The women's match, I mean, it was okay, I guess. I don't know, man. I think both of these girls have a ways to go before they're really holding it down. But there was an interest from the crowd a little bit more than the average women's match, and it really didn't matter that both of these girls are not the best. They say AEW is where the best wrestle, but then there's another layer to that where it might be where the best wrestle, but it's not where the best get the reaction from the crowd. It's not where the best are actually over by any means. The people who are over are the people who show personality, the people who rise above, and it's just like what I was saying earlier with the women's division is like, you prove yourself. Like you come out of the fray. You come out of the group of women they have and show that you care about this. You care about your career. You want to improve, and then you're up there. And that's everybody. That's why the Outrunners are over. The Outrunners are not the best wrestlers, not the best tag team in AEW. But guess what? They're over with the crowd because they show personality. They have something more to them than just running between ropes for 15 minutes. Like they have something more to them, and that's another thing that makes this particular episode of Collision one of the better episodes, because we did get about half the show to maybe a bit more than that, maybe like 60-75% of the show where it was dedicated to just giving the crowd something that they could enjoy and look at. And then you get to that last 30 to 40% of the show where it's Tony doing the same stuff that has been proven to not be working with the crowd. So with that said, with that being my review, I'm going to give this a 7.7. I would like to rewatch most of the show leading up to the main event. Outside of the main event, I'm good. I'm really good, and I would love to see it, but it's just too much. It's too much star power being devoted to something that's just not working, and it's like nobody knows how to fix it, and it's just left to just chill on its own. I'm going 7.70. Not a bad show, but definitely they could have made this ending a lot more impactful and must see, and it would have absolutely skyrocketed my score probably into the 8 range, and that would be a great show. Not a bad show, but definitely not a great show in its entirety. The average of all that added together equals 7.7 to me. So let's add this up. Let's find out. I appreciate you guys listening to my review. Hopefully I didn't say anything too in fuego. Hopefully I didn't light you on fire too much to make you upset. I know people get mad with some of these reviews, but hopefully you heard it. Nothing what you said, but what Legato said about wishing that women's match would have led to something. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, you're talking about that it led to something if you watch the ending. What did I miss? With the Julia Hart thing. What did I miss? She won the match, but then what happened? I know that the Harley Cameron thing led to something because she had that eye and she was looking darker and she was acting different. It's leading to something on Harley's side of things, but I didn't see the Julia side. You should give it a 7.75. No, 7.75 is reserved to shows that I would watch all the way over again. And there's just there are like pitfalls here and there, but I'm going 7.70 just because it's a little below me wanting to watch the whole show again. And if I got to skip the whole last 25 to 30 minutes of your show, then maybe it's not the best overall. So I'm going 7.7. You might be right though, Radio, but that's where I'm going. All right, so everyone's score added together equals 93.36. That's what everyone's score added together is. And now I'm going to divide it by how many scores we got, which is 1 score, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 scores. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 scores. Hang on. 11, 12 scores. Oh my goodness. 12 scores. Let's go. Put some hype in the chat for yourselves, guys. Thank you so much for being part of this. 12 scores. That's awesome. Let me recount them one more time to make sure, because if I mess up here, it messes everything up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scores. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, yeah. Okay, so divided by 12 equals 7.78. They got it. They got the point. Anything above a 7.75 average is a full point. So guess what? I'm going to tell you what. That means they got the point. Let's go. Let's get it. Nice. Collision gets a full point from tonight's efforts. I appreciate that because if I'm on the fence, if I'm like 0.05 below it, I kind of secretly hope they get it. But I got to keep it with that true. And the true is that if I was going to watch this again, I'd just skip the main event. 5 points. Look at that. Beautiful. Only a half a point behind Dynamite. Only a half a point behind Power. Power's been killing it, man. They've been silent but deadly, like the smell you don't want to smell. You know what I'm talking about. Look at this, man. Tightening up the spread here. Raw with 7.75. Or 7.5, my bad. SmackDown with 7.5. And NXT with 7 flat. Tomorrow is TNA NXT Genesis. It's actually co-branded on the official TNA website. It's co-branded TNA and NXT. So we'll have to see how that turns out. We'll have to see if there's enough of a NXT presence for that to count. Because I really don't. I'm not sure that it will be enough of a NXT presence. They might interfere here or there. they might have a few matches that aren't announced yet that show up on the fight card, but overall, it's going to have to be quite heavily co-NXT branded for me to even remotely think about adding anything off of that. But we're still going to watch it together. We're still doing a watch along. We'll see what they pull off, though. We shall see. Outrunners were getting cheered, though. Yeah. Like I said, the Outrunners are, I think they're less popular than what we see on TV in the overall like rundown of things. But it's like, it's them or FTR. It's them or Top Flight. It's them or like, if you look at the tag division, there's very few teams that have any sort of tangible gimmick to them or like charisma or vibrance, or I feel like it's like they're choosing to cheer the Outrunners because it's like at least there's something there. I don't think they're as hype as they appear on TV or as over. You know what I mean? It's like if you had to choose between the most like plain white toast, and it's not even toasted. It's just it's a piece of white bread on a plate, and then there's like a buttered piece of toast. It's like you're gonna choose the buttered piece of toast. Doesn't mean it's like the greatest thing ever. And I just feel like they destroyed their tag team division by introducing those trios titles before they were even necessary, or before they even had enough of an army of good trios teams to come after those titles. They just introduced them, and they just absolutely like wrang the lifeblood out of their tag division by trying to make the trios thing happen. And now the tag team division is just living on this weird life support with teams that are not really over with the crowd and haven't really been presented in a way that you can run a whole division on it. And this is the same thing that happens with WWE. They have one too many tag belts in WWE as far as I'm concerned. I think that they need to whittle that down. And I'm not saying that this is a AEW exclusive problem, but in AEW, they did it to themselves. They had what I would consider probably the best tag team division on the planet, at least in the divisions that I watch. And they killed it just to like give a participation trophy to the elite. It's the same thing that happened with Sasha Banks with the women's tag team title on WWE. Like they made the title to try to appease somebody, and they weren't ready to really sustain it in a way that's meaningful. And that's the trios titles, and sadly, it deflated their tag team division. But there you guys have it. Thank you, everybody who gave a score tonight. Make sure you guys get to my Twitch channel. That's where the stream is going to be continuing tonight. It's twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga. That's where the stream is continuing. I would love to have you guys in there. We're going to be checking out from what I've heard, a very great interview involving a legendary member of the wrestling community. And I'm not talking about people putting tweets. I'm talking about somebody who's been on the screen doing a dang thing for decades at this point. So make sure you guys come on through, hang out, twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga. Everybody who's already on Twitch, please stick around. And thank you to everybody who chipped in for the review scores and such, because without you guys, we can't run the show. That's the beauty of Grapple Chat, is that it's everybody's score is added together, and everybody's score matters exactly the same. So my score is the same as yours. My score doesn't count for double or triple or anything like that because I've run the show. It's everybody's opinion right after the show is over, so it's not polluted by a bunch of social media weirdness and whatever Cornette says or whatever Meltzer says. It's just our real life feelings on what just happened in front of us. And that's why I don't go into like the moves and stuff, because you just saw all the moves. That's why I don't break down, and then he hit him with a clothesline. Like, nah. Thank you guys for making this dream a reality. Grapple Chat, to me, is the best wrestling review show on the planet, because it's the show where you matter. And I get to actually get a cross-section of people who are watching the show live, and not one guy's opinion who might be overly jaded or overly enthusiastic. It's everybody. We come together, and we are the community that creates the review. So to me, it's the best wrestling review show, and without you guys, it doesn't happen. So thank you very much. Make sure you get on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga. The link is in the chat right there. I will see you guys there. But to everybody on YouTube, get on over there. Everybody on Twitch, stick around because we're not done yet. But you know what that was? That was the chat.